Andrew Holness' greatest achievements, while Markie G gave us FINSAC. Hello again, my people. SkyWalker here in another deep dive. Let's talk about the greatest achievements of Dr. Andrew Holness in Jamaican politics. We will contrast with Mark Golding's only achievement, which is humongous, and we will leave you wondering why when Andrew succeeds, we celebrate. But when Mark Golding succeeds, we suffer. At some point, we must figure out who is here to help us and who comes only to leech on us without meaning us any, any good. Moreover, we put forth only the straight facts because we don't have to depend on lies or propaganda. Now, let's take that dive into the facts. Under Andrew Holness' leadership, Jamaica has achieved significant economic stability. The unemployment rate has been nearly halved, dropping from 13.7% in 2016 to around 7% today. This reduction has created more job opportunities and increased household incomes. Additionally, the government has nearly doubled the minimum wage from 6,200 to 13,000, improving the standard of living for many Jamaicans. Recognizing the importance of skilled labor, Holness administration has made access to the human employment and resource training HEART program free of cost. This initiative allows more Jamaicans to acquire the skills needed for employment without financial constraints. So if you are broke, you can go and do hard, right? The government has also implemented stipends for select courses, further supporting workforce development. So it's like you're getting paid to learn, right? So go ahead. Holness's government has made commendable progress in reducing Jamaica's debt. In fact, Andrew Holness is paying double. Like per year, we would normally be paying 18 million USD, but he doubles it. He pays like 36 million instead. So, we are paying that. The country's exchange rate has remained relatively steady too, even during global uncertainties like the COVID-19 pandemic. This fiscal responsibility has allowed the government to allocate resources towards crucial infrastructure development, water management, housing, and fair compensation for public sector employees. Significant investments have been made in infrastructure projects as well, including road improvements, housing developments, and the construction of new hospitals and health centers. These projects have improved connectivity, healthcare access, and overall quality of life for Jamaicans. Wholeness has been committed to tackling corruption and promoting transparency. The establishment of the Integrity Commission Act and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency MOCA are key steps in this direction. These efforts have helped to build trust in government institutions and improve the business environment. Unfortunately, though, the Integrity Commission has been deliberately infested with PNP molds to compromise the fair work at the establishment. The PNP, especially by direct hands-on, right, of the destabilizing British mole, Mark Golding has managed to find ways to fill the PNP into are to fill the relevant positions with their own political PNP activists. This is one of the reasons why Jamaica, as an aspiring nation, will have to act to free itself from the PNP-ism at some point. If we will be serious about the ultimate successes, we also must deal with PNP-ism. For the PNP does have a horrible tribal culture that cannot be good for any country. Whether they are in opposition or in leadership, they will still be dangerous until these bad cultures are removed. Jamaica has gained international recognition under Holness leadership. The country was ranked as the top destination in the Caribbean for ease of doing business by the World Bank. Holness has also fostered strong international partnerships, enhancing Jamaica's global standing and attracting foreign investment. Jamaica has shown remarkable resilience and recovery under Holness administration. The country has increased its foreign reserves and maintained a stable exchange rate even during challenging times. This resilience has positioned Jamaica as a reliable partner in international trade and investment. These achievements highlight Andrew Holness' commitment to building a more prosperous, stable, and transparent Jamaica. His leadership has laid a strong foundation for the country's future, and his vision continues to inspire hope and confidence in the nation's progress. Meanwhile, Mark Golding counters with his own achievements that devastated Jamaica. Mark Golding, the opposition leader and former partner at the firm Deering, Bunting and Golding, has been linked to the financial sector adjusting company FINSAC bailout during the 1990s. So he has been linked to the FINSAC bailout. In fact, he was a man there giving advice and making laws. The FinSAC bailout was a government initiative to stabilize the financial sector during a crisis, and some entities, including Deering, Bunting, and Golding, were believed to have benefited from the high interest rate policies of that period. So Deering, Bunting, and Golding was a private institution, but this Mark Golding fellow was working there as a public leader. He was actually doing the work for the government. So how his private business came there, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. It's hard to wrap your head around. There have been allegations and criticism suggesting that Golding and others may have profited from the FinSAC bailout, which some view as unethical or corrupt. However, it's important to note that these claims are part of a broader political debate and have not led to any formal charges or legal actions against Golden. So he was not formally charged or legal actions were not taken against him, and it's because the PNP under Omar Davis were all on his side too, right? So all that it was just like a complete corrupt government working with these private people, and Golden was one of them because he was an advisor and who now becomes part of the PNP government and whose business raised from the FinSAC money is now going down and he need more money, and he's back. Still, the fact that Golding and Bunting raked in a huge portion of the monies lost to the coffers of Jamaica is proof that something wrong, or at least unethical, did take place, especially when viewing the fact that they were there to work with government and not as third party investors or opportunists. Their success in FINSAC marked one of the most horrible chapters in Jamaica's financial history. They were the only ones that benefited, and when they gained, the people whom the government was supposed to be protecting and representing lost, and their losses ended up in the pockets. What they lost ended up in the pockets of Bunting and Golding. They took all, and some of the victims felt it so bad that they believed their lives were no longer worth it, and they unalived themselves. Multiple victims unalived themselves. This is the achievement of Mark Golding. Mark Golding also succeeded in propaganda and lies in politics, even to recent times. He managed to tell intelligent Jamaicans that an impossible 3 trillion disappeared, and many believed. He made many believe impossible, stupid things. He succeeded, and just out of the blues, cooking up a story that Andrew Holness was illegally enriching himself. Just out of the blues, he managed to use the, the PNP molds in the Integrity Commission, the news media, and everyone else, and just cook up a story to say that Andrew Holness was illegally enriching himself. But there is no proof. It's just something they say, and they find ways to say it to attract people that are not intelligent. But they have many party faithfuls believing it, although it's fake news and propaganda. In fact, he even tried to import it overseas. But propaganda politics is not good for any country. It doesn't mean Jamaica any good. He managed to convince the youths at some point that nothing nang gwan. I mean, even youths that actually live here in Jamaica and can see everything going on. But now the youths are rethinking. People in his constituency are watching buildings that threaten to fall down on them, and they see the difference over Brogard side. Ma Golding even came here as a British citizen from London and managed to convince many that he was born here. He don't have a school teacher. He don't have a classmate. He doesn't even have a church that he used to attend. But he managed to convince Jamaicans that he was born here. Well, not all Jamaicans, but they're the same party fanatics. That too will be short lived because common sense will soon prevail. Lies and propaganda is never good to tell a country when you are the leader. Mark Golding is the author of the book of He Lie, a huge but embarrassing achievement because he lies. He really, really lies. Mark Golding has to Mark Golding has also managed to glamorize criminality. But many of the youths are going to see the light soon. Just wait and see. And the reason why he glamorized criminality is because he want the street support. And you know that the gangster in the area is going to keep the votes on his side. Or at least that's what he believes. Whenever Mark Golding succeeds, whatever he succeeds to do is never good for Jamaica. Because we have no time for mediocrity, we must resist Mark Golding's mediocre offerings. Because we are raising up a nation by higher standards and not by the standards of mediocre doctrines pitched to us by Mark Golding. Because we want our freedom and we are going to be a republic. But no one with a British passport can preside over that. And because we are fine with the hard-working Andrew Holness, and the Englishman with chain and lock and keys is not welcome over here. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.